Hello and welcome to Theme Park History Episode 8. Today's episode intends to embrace the origin of funfairs in the UK. It seems that fairground rides initially started at commercial fairs. This started happening as early as the 17th century. On the occasion that these rides appeared, their energy resource came from the efforts of man or horse. A good example of a fair existing and having a pleasure ride section is Bartholomew Fair. This was also known as London's most important fair, having rides such as group swings and carousels from as early as 1753. Prior to that, it focused on commerce, circus acts, freak acts, music and prize fighters. I would also like to give a little mention to frost fairs, known as far back as 250 AD up until 1814 on a sporadic basis. The River Thames, frozen solid, was home to commercial fairs. But in the later years of the frost fairs, ice skating and sledding was also practiced. The climate became warmer through the years and unfortunately people drowned as the ice melted. 1814 was the last frost fair in the UK. As time progressed, it soon became the 1860s and steam-powered rides. Believe it or not, steam-powered rides have an origin in the farming industry. Yes, that's right, the farming industry. Some companies within the farming machinery sector were able to add components to the rides, making them steam-powered as opposed to physical power from humans or horses. A good example would be a steam-powered carousel based at Elsham Fair. This Thomas Bradshaw design was part of a new era. The 1860s and the 1870s was a time of new ideas. The UK was now a place of inspiration and design for fairground rides. Notably, a manufacturer from King's Lynn, whose name was Frederick Savage, created rides such as steam-powered carousels and galloping horses. These rides were so good that they were exported all over the world, although the British entrepreneur Frank Bostock was first to bring over galloping technology from America in 1893. Following on from people like Frederick Savage, a man named John Insher developed a ride called the Chairplane. Effectively a carousel, but the chairs rose as the carousel span. Elevated, the chairs on their chains pivoted inside as they flew higher. The Chairplane patent was dated 1888. Next on our timeline comes a machine gun inventor, the Honourable Sir Hiram Stevens Maxim, a ride which is still operable at the UK's oldest inland theme park, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Originally known as the Captive Flying Machine, a chairplane but using boat-shaped carriages suspended by chains of 10 still rotating arms. The summertime of 1893 brought the much-loved water chute. Taking a gallop into our next stage was an American invention in the shape of a Ferris wheel. Our first Ferris wheel was erect in Earl's Court, London, 1894. The mighty Blackpool Pleasure Beach had a Ferris wheel from 1896 until 1928. At the early stages of the 20th century, either Blackpool Pleasure Beach or Coney Island in the United States were the first to entertain people with the nostalgic Helter Skelter. You might associate the next name with your favourite holiday camp. Oh yes, this one was designed by none other than Billy Butlin. In 1921, the first Dodgems car track was built. Let's move on to travelling roller coasters. In 1920, the Scenic Railway, Britain's oldest operating roller coaster, was built and homed at Dreamland Margate. Such big wooden roller coasters were far too big for travelling fairs to transport. But in modern fairs such as Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park, we welcome huge travelling coasters such as the Olympia Looping Coaster. UK funfairs have had a long time to establish, but with establishment comes stigmatisation. Funfair workers through the years have sadly been labelled as rogues, known as gypsies, travellers and associated with crime. Towns, cities and villages that welcome the funfairs also have protest. Funfairs come with loud noise, bright lights and lots of people traffic. Not all residents are fans, but for most, the visit of a travelling fair is nothing but joy. So, with the background covered, let's now focus on our oldest known travelling fair. Hull Fair started as a trade fair all the way back in 1278. The fair is annual and operates in the autumn month of October. The Hull Fair is so important to our country that it was given a royal charter all the way back in 1279. That royal charter stands to this day. There is no fixed capacity to the fair. Any capacity is based on police discretion. In 2019 opening period, Hull Fair welcomed 800,000 visitors. Yes, that's right, 800,000. As you would expect, a fair with such affluence had a number of incidents, but documentation shows that all major ones have been in the last 25 years. The last 25 years has seen huge development in technology, followed by health and safety. But that's for another discussion. I think we're done here for today. See you soon.